श्री सच्चिदानंद सद्गुरु साईनाथ महाराज की जय। सद्गुरु श्री साईनाथ निशरत बाबूजी की जय। Rose Petals, Volume 1, Chapter 11, Expression of Love. Love is an experience of the presence of fulfillment. Usually, we find that something triggers that experience and we say that we love what triggers it. There is always something that we want, but often it is very abstract and unclear. We do not know what it is. And our whole life is trying to make concrete what our abstract sense of fulfillment is, whatever gives us real fulfillment. Some people in life come across a person, the Sadguru, where that love is triggered. You don't find any reason why, but you experience an indescribable sense of security, of trust, of fulfillment, where all your accumulated so called likes and dislikes simply fade into nothingness. It is not because those likes and dislikes are fulfilled that it is like that. Something happens, and experiencing, expressing, and expanding that experience is love. You all yearn for love. You give it different names: freedom, the unconditioned, liberation, mukti, nirvana, all these things. But in your heart of hearts, what you really crave is to be loved, to be really loved by somebody. If you experience that you are really being loved by someone, then love starts springing. It is triggered. Once it is triggered, it catches hold of you and swallows you completely, because that is your abstract sense of fulfillment and you're always seeking some concrete expression of it. So when it is concretely triggered, you give in to that experience. That triggering is not in your hands. Somebody has to love you. And that person should be an embodiment of love. He should be capable of loving you and of triggering that love in you. That is the Sadguru. Devotee. It seems that expressing love usually means to give. But how can we be more open to receiving love? Guruji. Even though you are expressing your love, you are receiving it also. What are the expressions? What I call expressions is to make yourself open more and more. You call it opening and I call it expression. When you're expressing love, what happens is you receive. While expressing, you receive. Just think about it. When any expression of love comes to fruition, you receive love, you experience it. In fact, it is not a question of receiving, of giving and taking. That is why I don't use the expression to give love, because then there is an equation of receiving something. So I only say express love, express and experience love. When you express love, you experience it more. Something is pressed inside, not opening up, not unfolding. Then you express it. That is expression. That is what the word means. What I am saying is, you already have love. The problem is you are not able to express it. Why are you unable to express it? Because it is not triggered. Once it's triggered, expression is needed. The more you express it, the more you experience it. That is what we want. Devotee. Is there a way to thank Baba? Guruji. Just to experience his love with a sense of belongingness. That itself is the real thanking. Yes, I remember someone has said, no greater gift can be given than giving one's attention. So give your attention. That is thanking him. Devotee. Somewhere Shankara said, attention is bhakti. Guruji. Yes, it is bhakti. That is why I called it love. What is love? Bhakti. What is bhakti? Attention. What is attention? Jnana. Devotee. Guruji, because Baba is not in his body, we cannot run after him. So somehow we have to connect with him beyond his physical form. So, are there ways to connect with the Guru inside also and not only running after his physical form? Guruji. Actually, that is what all the people here are doing in different ways, trying to make their lives in tune with Baba, making this more and more concrete, feeling Baba in every walk of life, in every step, in every breath. Devotee. But that is internal, isn't it? Guruji. It is internal. And even the so called running after Baba should also be internal, an external expression of the internal run. If you don't run inside and only run outside, it is of no use. That is why Baba himself said, if you think Baba is only the form, you haven't seen me at all. Even if you stay lifelong by my side, it is of no use. That is what he said. The external run should be an expression of the internal run. As I said before, an expression of love. Devotee. Guruji, you said calling Baba is something that comes from the heart. When we love Baba, we love Baba's name. And so we want to call him, and very often that happens spontaneously. But is there a place for effort when it doesn't happen spontaneously? Guruji. Yes. Just now someone said, will prayer help? Yes, it helps. This is the prayer. You call Baba. You do it when you really need it because you cannot find any other ways. Nothing. So what else can you do? Then you sit and try to call Baba from your heart thousands, millions of times. Devotee. But then that's trying, isn't it? Guruji. It's your expression of love. You are expressing it more and more. It's just what I said. The more the need, the more the expression, the more the love. You will get it. Then the responsiveness and receptivity is more. If you simply say, I love it, I want that, I am desperate, I need it, nothing. How are you desperate? If you are really so desperate, then what are you doing in your desperate state? Is it so imperative? So desperate? So needed? If so, then do it in order to get it. What else will you do? I like it, that calling, calling, calling. But we don't do it because our mind is so tricky that it tries to find ways to escape that calling. It refuses to make the calling our calling. But what I always ask you is to make calling, your way of life. Sit once in a while, try to focus on your heart and call, call, call. Hours and hours and hours. You will see the result, how everything turns out. How wonderful. If you want to call it a technique, you can do so. I don't mind. Of course, I don't call it a technique. It should be an expression of your need, your love. Call in your heart, call to Baba ardently, earnestly, with all your heart, backed by all your need. Call. Don't just repeat the name. Call. Devotee. Guruji, you said calling Baba should be our spiritual calling. But may I ask what you mean by calling Baba? Do you mean specifically sitting and calling Baba? Or is there a way of calling Baba in our ordinary everyday life? Guruji. Actually, the real calling is the expression of our love, of our emotion. For example, when you are very hungry, you think of food, you long for it. That is a kind of calling for food. You need not say bread, butter, you need not say it, but the mind says bread and it seeks that. Because earlier we were speaking about nama, I said calling, but it's actually seeking too. That loving, that expression of love, that longing, there are so many words for it. And depending upon the context, the word that is suitable varies. It could be longing, it could be just an emotion, an expression. It could be just thinking and experiencing the love and enjoying it. To me, all these are calling. For example, you want to have satsang, but you haven't been given a satsang. So you're thinking of satsang. Oh, how nice it would be to have satsang. We very much want to have satsang. That is calling for satsang. There are so many expressions which can go with calling. Call about, call for, calling on. Use all of them. They are all calling Baba. In English, there are so many expressions which come just by changing the prepositions. Think about all of them. They are all calling. Sometimes you call for, sometimes you call on, sometimes you call about, whatever it is. Devotee. But there are really limitless possibilities which could be involved in that kind of calling. Any expression, whatever, could be a calling. Guruji. Not whatever it is. Expression of love. Ah, yes. Whatever expression of love. Devotee. If life is happy, what is there to ask for? Guruji. Some of us have what we need, but still we ask. That is the beauty of it. In that asking, there is happiness, there is satisfaction. Devotee. The beauty of what? Guruji. The beauty of asking, I'm saying. Not that the only people who ask are those who don't have anything, though this may be true for many. But some people have everything and still they ask. Why? Simply because asking is an expression of their love and receiving is itself an expression of love. In Baba's path, everything is so happy that we ask because we are happy. Not that we are wretched creatures, damned creatures, or sinners, but because we are so happy and we express our love by asking. That is the beauty in it. Asking from fulfillment, asking because it is an expression of our love, that is real Sai Padam. Just as now you put so many questions. It's not that you really need the answers, I know. It is just an expression of your love. And my answers are just the expression of my love. That's all. That is asking. That is why I enjoy it. I love it. Our whole life should be like that. Our asking is an expression of our love. And Baba has given an assurance that there will be no dearth materially. There will be no scope for real misery in your life. You'll get everything. If you want money, Baba will give you money, amply. If you want a good house, he will give it. If you want something else, he'll give. But still, in spite of having all these things, we ask. Only for love, for the sake of love. That asking has a beauty in it. There is an aesthetic experience in it. That is Rasa theory, Rasa Siddhanta. We can know it simply in our ordinary experience, how we experience our life, how we taste it, the juice, the rasa of life. Let the whole of life be happy, be juicy, and let us savor it. That is rasa anubhuti, the aesthetic experience of life. That is Sai Padam. Shri Sachidananda Sadguru Sainath Maharaj ki jai. Sadguru Shri Sainath Nisharat Babuji ki jai.